Okay, what we're going to cover today is going to cover the first 3 weeks for Culinary Skills 1. This is the way that we normally have it laid out in the curriculum. The first day, we take our chicken and we debone the chicken. And we debone it in a special way, so you leave all the chicken attached to the skin, and that's going to be for making a chicken roulade, which we usually do on day 3. Day 2, we then take those chicken bones along with our mirepoix and our aromatics, and we make a stock out of that. And then on the last day, we make our roulade. We make what's called a velouté sauce, which is basically like chicken gravy. It's one of the mother sauces. We're going to cover the 5 mother sauces over the course of the class. So we make a velouté with the chicken stock. This is a roux-based sauce. So a roux is flour and fat which are cooked together and then used to thicken a liquid, in this case chicken stock, to make velouté. And we're going to finish that with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And then we got our veggies that we're going to roast off. So basically what I've got right here is what we would call our maison plus. Maison plus is French, means basically having everything in place that you need to achieve the task at hand. So as I said, we've got our chicken, making the chicken broth. We're going to stuff our chicken with tarragon. We got our salt and pepper also for the chicken. For the roasted vegetables, salt and pepper will basically be going into everything. Salt and pepper will go into the velouté. We've got our aromatics for the chicken stock with mirepoix for the chicken stock. Mirepoix is classic combination of ingredients in French cuisine, most commonly defined as being 2 parts onion, 1 part celery, 1 part carrot. So about half onion, half celery, half carrot by volume. And then our other aromatics, we've got some thyme sprigs, some parsley sprigs, some peppercorns, and bay leaves. And the important thing to remember when it comes to additions for stock is the chicken, in this case, should take the primary spot. Like the main flavor of a chicken stock should be chicken. And anything else in there is just there for like little nuances. As I said, we got our zucchini, yellow squash, red pepper, and red onion. Already showed you the flour, vegetable, Worcestershire sauce. We've got a couple of baking pans, sheet trays, 1 for the chicken, 1 for the vegetables. We've got our mixing bowl for mixing the vegetables. In the program, we keep all of our vegetative matter, and we compost that. We have a service that comes by and compost that. We got our probe thermometer, vitally important, one of the most important tools a chef should have. We got our cleaner and a spray. We got a yellow cutting board for the chicken. This will only be used for the raw chicken, and we have a boning knife for that. Down below, I've got my sanitizer, and then I've got a whiteboard which I'll use for anything which could be considered safe to eat. So the raw vegetables will get cut on here, and the chicken, once it's cut, will get cut on here. I have a chef's knife which I'm going to use for the vegetables. I have a slicer which I'll use for slicing the chicken, and I have a peeler which I'll need for the vegetables. Over here on the stove, I got a stock pot for making the stock in, strainer for straining the stock. I've got this pan, it's called a saucier, and you probably don't have a saucier, and if you don't, that's fine. But the nice thing about a saucier, I'm not sure if you can see it, is it's kind of shaped like a bowl, so it's got really curved sides. And when you're making a roux, if you have a saucepan with straight sides, that roux is going to kind of collect around the edge. It's going to be really hard with a whisk. You imagine like if that's square, to get right into that corner. Whereas in a saucier, it's got nice curved sides. Works really well for also reducing liquids, which we're going to be doing as well. So we got that, and then we've got our whisk. So obviously, normally I wouldn't have all of my mise en place out for every single component of a thing like this. I would get out my mise en place, say, probably first just for getting the chicken deboned. I would get the chicken deboned, and then after that I would get my mise en place together for my stock. Once my stock is made, then I would probably go ahead and get my chicken roulade made with the tarragon, get my mise en place out for that. Once the chicken is roasting, then I want to go ahead and start on my velouté, mise en place for my velouté, and then finally the vegetables really only take probably like 15-20 minutes, so that would be the last thing. But I just wanted to show you all of the ingredients and equipment that you're going to need in order to accomplish the first 3 weeks assignments. All right.